Most definitely. If you're like this patient I have right up here, Ethel Becker, she's not in the RX Hub network. We can still definitely, now we're just running on SureScripts, just like all of our EHR versions always have. We still have formulary information. We still have interaction checking. We still have our leaflets. Everything is still working just like it did in 5.1 in the versions before.
Angela?
Yes.
Were you done with the with electronic prescribing, or did you have something else?
No, the only other change we had that I was going to mention in our RX module is 5.2 is bringing in. We now have an integration with our eMedsys PM system for any practices with an in-house pharmacy. We can now do dispensing as well from the RX module. So we will both show how much has been dispensed and allow you to dispense through our super bill as well. So this will be a big thing for our Planned Parenthoods, that we're able to actually do the dispensing from both sides now.
Actually, I was going to add, the point I was looking for was I recently asked you about, but now I'm just recalling it's a refill, automatic refill, and that actually is not part of 5.2.
No, the automatic refill did not get any enhancements. Well, it's on the latest. We have upgraded it to the latest version of New Crop. But no, it did not get any enhancements for 5.2. It still works just like 5.1 did, which it is sitting in as a tool for the RX renewal requests. We have to go and just run this every day for the clients that have picked up. It's on the list that we hope to get as soon as we can to be able to integrate it further in, so they don't actually have to go run a report for our practices that have signed up for this. But it's still sitting over here in the tools menu.
The requests come in from the pharmacy. How do the requests get in?
How do the requests? The pharmacy actually can hit submit on their software, and then it comes in through the SureScript network, and shows up.
Hello.
She dropped off again.
Dropped off.
Yeah, let me let her know. I don't know if she knows it. Angela, if you can hear this, call back in.
I'd be curious to know how many others run into practices who are doing their own dispensing. Does anybody have it on the private side that they're doing their own dispensing or doing their own personal labs with lab machines in their offices?
It's very popular in Florida. Dispensing is. And McKesson partners with DRX for dispensing and also Allscripts and really promote that. So having this, they may not mention it to us, but it's important for us to mention it. They may have it and not even think to include that in the discussion, because a lot of the dispensing programs out there, they're using that versus using it within their electronic health record that they choose.
Right.
Oh, she doesn't have the number. Looks like it popped her out.
Does anyone know with this dispensing if it's tracking inventory as well, so they could use eMedsys completely?
There is not inventory at this time. They can export it to an accounting piece of software. But there's discussion. Carol, you can talk about that, and Dave a little bit more as far as on the inventory side.
Cheryl? Or Angela, you back on?
I think
I got back on. Sorry again.
So what you're showing us here these are requests that came in from the pharmacy?
That is.
And then in order to actually do the prescriptions, we are going to be pressing a button here. Is that what it is? Is that how it works? She dropped?
I think we lost her again. Yeah.
Cell phone time.
Yeah, we probably need to...
Why don't one of us just call something like her cell phone or something and merge her in?
Yep. tried her again.
She's moving.
Yeah. I'm not sure she realizes that. She's calling with her cell phone. Okay, we'll give it another try. If it doesn't work, we'll just reschedule for the rest of it. It's very interesting.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Cheryl.
Yes.
It appears that she has like a summary of the enhancements that she was flashing in front of us. Do you think we can get a copy of that?
Absolutely. Let's get her to put that out. In fact, that would probably be good for us to have now as she's doing this, right?
Yeah, because it looked like it was just the important ones she's trying to go over now.
Yeah, it's in the release notes.
Yeah.
I don't know, what status they're at, but I'm sure we can get them.
Yeah, because we don't need all 90 release notes, but just the highlights, like.
Well, you'll get them all.
Summary. Yeah.
You'll get them all.
She's not going to pick them out, right?
Yeah.
It'll be a light reading for the weekend, right?
Right. Hey, Angela, thanks for dialing back in. One of the questions David Wright was just asking, would it be possible for you to send us the release notes you're referencing?
Sure, yeah. Let me make a note. Do you want me to, email it to everyone in sales, or just to you, Cheryl, or Cheryl and David?
Whatever's easier. You can use DZ Sales, and that would be great.
Okay.
Angela?
Yes.
So, just to finish, because I haven't looked at this for a while, so these are the requests that came in from the pharmacy, and if you want to go ahead and actually do the prescriptions, is there a button you press that actually does an update of all? I don't see it on the screen.
Okay. Well, no, you have to do them one at a time. You can't do them all. You have to do them one at a time. You have to click on it, and then it will attempt to. You have to review all the information that came in because you can't change the prescription. This one, they requested Prozac 20 meg capsules, and they wanted to dispense 60 of them. You have the choice that you will either accept it or you'll deny it.
I see. Okay. Then my next.
So we do them one at a time.
Okay. So my next question is, when you were offline, we were talking about the fact that it's not just our Planned Parenthoods that sometimes do their own prescriptions. So I know that technically what you've done is the eMedSys prescription tables are now joined with what's happening here. But how do you, if you want to actually just generate a prescription within your own, let's say you're Planned Parenthood, you want to generate a prescription within your own pharmacy, how does that work as far as what they're seeing? Can they set up their own self as a location, or as the pharmacy, or how does that work?
Yeah. Well, what's happening is if you have your own in-house pharmacy,
right.
First you'll start on the PM side, where you are going to set up all the drugs you have available to dispense.
Okay.
And what happens is you'll set all of those up on the PM side so that we can bill them. Okay. Now you can, anytime you go to write a prescription, just as you normally do, I go in and I type in, I can dispense Lolestrin or amoxicillin or whatever. I type it in just like I normally do. It does a normal full drug lookup list, and with my formularies, with my interaction checking, but it also does an additional check that says, is this one of the ones that we have as an in-house pharmacy?
Okay.
And it checks the list over on the PM side. If it is, now it switches over and it gives us a big box over here that says dispensing number. And it says total number available to dispense, total number that has been dispensed. And I say, yep, this is the one. Yep, I can dispense this. I'm going to save it, sign it. And they have my super bill automatically pick up this code for it.
Cool.
We've added code to the auto create of the super bill to know that what CPT code to grab so that it gets billed on the super bill, gets passed over to the eMedSys side, and the dispensing happens.
Okay.
Okay. So you still can prescribe, no different than if you're an in-house pharmacy or a full pharmacy. So we still have interaction checking and all that stuff. There's just some internal code